Hello there, welcome to Matchday 25, the penultimate matchday of the season, and we're kicking it off with Banfield versus United here in game 1. In a fucking massive matchday, because after last matchday where Tottenham fucked up their chances, they get a second chance today, and of course they're facing me, and I'm no doubt gonna bottle it. I can see Napoli losing already, but I do have a bit of faith following the fact that we won last match day. Our Raed thrashed Spurs 4-0, so we'll get to that at the end of the stream, because that's the final game in the stream. Now we're going to focus on this game where Owen's Banfield 2014 have taken on United, running by Ryan, who's sitting in 8th. Here's the Banfield lineup. 2 changes for Banfield. Dan Randolph's getting a rare start, and Ashley Young's coming in for the injured Bobby Brady. Apart from that, the rest of the team unchanged from their loss to Wimbledon last game. United are coming in with an unchanged squad following their loss to Rionegro. And here's the first game on the way. Vigo getting tackled there by Pogba, but keeps the ball, plays it toward Rionegro. Then Bray to Coleman. Coleman puts the ball in and Skriniar will head it away. I have to admit, my throat feels really sore, I don't know why. I've been sucking too much dick. It's usually what people say. But no, I woke up, my throat feels really sore, so if I'm a bit quiet, it's a fantastic save there by the car. If I sound a bit quiet or a bit croaky, it's a heads up as to why. It's a great save there from Oliver Kahn there. That's a Banfield get cornered. Figo now on set pieces. Ambitious from Figo. Almost worked with Dembele as a volley, and it's really picked up by Kahn. Jesus to Depay and Pogba to Depay. Robert to Pogba. Skriniar to Robert. Pogba down left to Alonso. Martial. Excuse me, Dembele to Coleman. Roll to Dembele. And Dembele can't get the ball back to Roll. Alonso to Pogba. Depay to Alonso. Depay back to Alonso. Martial goes back to Skriniar. Skriniar switches to play to find Roberto. Roberto. Inside to Pogba. Depay. Touch find Roberto. Sancho. Roberto. Depay shoots, comes off Coleman, I think it was. The Martial was shooting, and it's somehow found its way into the goal. Hello, massive combo. I don't know how that ball found its way into the back of the net, but it has, and Martial will grab, I think he's 8th for the season. Depay will play out wide, and Martial takes first time, and comes in, goes in off the post. That's why I thought Randolph got a hand on it. Play to win, what? I ain't EA. I ain't paid to win. Martial. I want to be singing a song. I expect some kind of Snapchat at some point when you see this. Alonso playing it to Pogba, Depay, wide to Martial. Alonso pushing forward, but Dembele's there to track back. Clark to Dembele. Coleman inside to Whistle. I can only imagine the uproar if I did put sliders on. Believe the host. Clark to Whistle. Sane. Comes off Sancho, I think he hit me in the dick. Bits cleared away. Depay to Martial. Martial playing forward to Depay. Back to Martial, back to Depay. You get the head of Clark. Oh, Stuffy, but he can't get a tackle. Depay plays it to Rebel, and it's Jesus and it's Sancho, and it's 2. And Dan Randall's having a very poor first gaming goal. Sancho makes it 2-0. Come with Whistle and Sancho gets ahead of Ash Young there and putting it past Dan Randolph in goal. Let's see if Banfield can get something going. Sancho. Antunovic to Dembele. Out wide to James Coleman, who will lift the ball in, but he's going to find absolutely nobody. Got it for a goal kick. Oliver Kahn plays it out wide to Roberto. Raed. Alonso. Martial to Depay. Roberto. Keeping the ball from Sané. Sané will get the tackle for Roberto's run it back, puts the ball in, and Jesus tried heading towards goal, but it's a little away. Yeah, Banfield throwing actually. Duffy to Whistle trying to put it forward. Big breakaway here from United. Jesus goes round Duffy and shoots. It's a great save there from Randolph finally. Making his first save actually. Martial. Throwing it back to Pogba. Rebel. Good block from Figo there. Really cleared out for a United throwing. Deep in the Banfield half as well. Sancho puts the ball in. Coleman will head it away. Figo heads it even more away. Sané to Whistle. Whistle skipping the ball away there in a dangerous position, and Banfield just can't seem to get rid of it really. Martial puts the ball in, comes with Coleman. It'll be a United corner. Looking to grab 3 here before the grab a first before the end of the first half. Pogba plays it short to Sancho, and Sancho puts the ball in, and it's Depay, and it's Randolph with a parry out to his right. Force another corner. Another short corner from United. And he's going to find Raed at the back post. That is a great save from Dan Randolph there. It's sort of pumping downfield, not pumping, but pushing downfield to Ashley Young. Roll to Figo. Figo out right to extremes Coleman. Then Bray keeps it in. Puts the ball in. It's a poor ball in. That's the end of the first half here. Domination there from United. 9 shots on target. Well, 9 shots at goal, 6 on target. Banfield have a shot on target. Oliver Kahn made a great save earlier. Yeah, he's on drugs. Thomas Lamar's on from Martial. See Ryan looking towards the cup final, taking one of his key players off, make sure he doesn't get injured for it. Fucking 200k packs. They would as well. Over to Pogba. Thomas Lamar. Inside to Memphis Depay. Good tackle from Clark, and Clark will play it forwards to no one. Adrian Rebel to Sancho. Sancho, good pass to Jesus. Jesus does well to break away from the defender, turn the defender and shoot at Randolph, but Randolph forcing the save, forcing the corner. Pogba goes short again to Sancho. Comes in and it's then Dembele for header away. And Tunisic will get to it ahead of the player there. It's a good ball to roll. Good touch from roll, so we can do. Puts it in, and Lamar gets to it ahead of Tunisic. Yes, I totally know what that feels like, because that happens to me all the time in our team. I'll score and then they score straight away from kickoff. I just want to flip a fucking Xbox. Sancho keeps the ball. Sancho, fine. Good pass to Depay, and Depay will make it free. Lovely one there from Sancho, just keeping away from all the Banfield defenders, and a lovely free ball to Depay, who puts it past Randolph to make it free. So be lightning striking twice here if United. I come off Randolph's arm. That's unlucky for Randolph. 4 viewers. Oh, hello, not 2 or 4 viewers. So unlucky for, or no, I only can strike twice. That's what I'm saying. If United win the first game between 2-3-0 and 3-0 already here. Oh, I don't play for champs, so because I'm not that good at FIFA. To be honest. Alonso on the ball, play inside to Pogba. Bravo to Jesus, but giving the ball away Jesus. Raul pushing forward. Sane, back to Raul, back to Sane. Away to Young. Well to Young. Young puts the ball, it's a great ball in actually to Dembele, and it's a good save from Oliver Kahn. I would have thought Dembele would have fully that actually. It was like falling lovely for him. He's by himself as well, had the space to do it. Jesus to Depay. Depay to Sancho. Sancho pushing forward. Lovely pass to Jesus, and Sane will cut down and clear away. Substitution for both teams here. Having Jeff Hendrick coming off for Figo and Rabo going off for Hammer Rodriguez. Rodriguez. Hammers will keep the ball, play it to Pogba, and Pogba swings and whiffs. Well, with a lovely free ball to Sane. Sane back to Ashley Young. Ritzel forward to Raul shoots, and it's off the post. You went hard at it, Raul, and came off the post. Unlucky there, Raul. Luka Modric's on for Pogba for United. As Oliver Kahn plays that goal kick left. Find Alonso. Alonso pushing the ball forward to Depay. Modric. Jesus. Depay, I keep warning, I don't know why. Lamar. Rodriguez. Sancho. Sergio Roberto to Sancho. Depay to James Rodriguez. Modric's got loads of space here. He can shoot if he could, or he could have had time to take a shot. Lamar to Jesus, and Jesus puts it wide. Past the goal of Dan Randolph. Randolph forwards to find Dembele, Witsel. Ashley Young. Trying to find a well, but poor ball. Diffridge to James Rodriguez. For Jesus. Sancho to Jesus. I know, like he yawning. Sancho to Jesus. Modric somehow retains possession. Finds Lamar, and Lamar put it in, and it's Ashley Young with a good header away. Sane to Raul over the top to find Martinovic. Alonso's there, they break that up. Skriniar goes forward. Duffy will head it back though. Modric. Lamar. Lamar gets pushed off the ball by Martinovic to turn into him really. Sane back to Martinovic. Martinovic got space here to run and put the ball in. He does, and it's Diffridge who heads it over the goal for a corner. And Banfield was trying to get a consolation goal here. We've got James McCarthy coming on for Dembele for all of 30 seconds or so. Well, puts the corner in. Sancho heads it away, and it comes off McCarthy. It comes to McCarthy, I should say. Well, gets another chance at the corner. It's Sane back near post, and it's a good save from Oliver Kahn. And that's the end of the game. We know how to take another 3-0 win here. Do the double over Banfield. And they'll look to push into the top half of the table with that win. Man of the match will go to Sancho for 9.4. Banfield has 7 shots to be fair, they only 1 on target, but that's better for Banfield compared to previous games. So moving to game 2 now, which sees Raed and Roach, famous Roachy at the moment anyways, versus Charlie's Wimbledon. Everyone's praising Roach and Roach for being the hero of the day, the hero we all need. Oh, I don't know why. Yeah, obviously, our Raed thrashing Tottenham 4-0 in the last match day and keeping the title race alive.
Here's how the hosts line up. Number 1,
5 viewers, thank you to my 5 viewers.
Number 4, Hector Bellerin. Number 44, Kostas Manolas. Number 2, Diego Godin. Number 14,
the famous lineup to beat Spurs 4-0 in the last match day.
Number 19, Raja Nangolan. Number 21, Juan Cuadrado. Number 22,
It's a double from Cuadrado, and Cardi and Falcao also getting the score sheet.
And number 9, Mauro Icardi.
The Wimbledon lineup sees an unchanged team from their win against Banfield. fair play to Casillas, keeping both to striker and Luis out of goal since joining Wimbledon. Falcao to Casemiro as away kick us off here in game 2. Icardi heading it forward to Cuadrado. Carlos, good ball forward to find Icardi, Cuadrado. That was all a clear away. Godin heads it to trying to find Cuadrado, but Cuadrado couldn't get his head on it. Balotelli to Silva. Danny Carvajal. That was all pushing it forward to De Bruyne. Back to David Silva. Trying to find Costa, but it's brought out by Isco though. Chiellini heads the ball. Insigne picked the ball up ahead of Nangolan. Isco goes down, but it's up quickly enough. Carvajal wins the ball there. Balotelli inside to Insigne, De Bruyne. Out wide to Carvajal. Good little ball there to Balotelli, puts the ball in, and Isco gets above Insigne. Head it out. If Insigne scored a header, I would have been very done with this team. Because Insigne is probably the smallest man on the field bar Roberto Carlos. That sort of helps it along to Insigne, and it's Balotelli back post, and it's just gone wide. Lovely bit of a play there from Wimbledon. Buffon kicks it downfield and going to Casemiro. Bellerin to Godin, Godin to Icardi, Cuadrado, Carlos. Goes back, puts the ball in back deep, and then Gernon will easily head that past Casillas and score one for our Raed. One to the Timo Werner to give him a hug. The super sub that is Timo. No, then going and grabs it like he's full for the season, I think. Lovely ball from Carlos. And then going by himself, Bong just lost his man. And then going will easily head that pass. I kick, Casillas in goal. And then kick us off here following the goal. Insigne out left to Bong. Costa back to Insigne. Costa back to Insigne. Crespo. Good take from Bellerin. Then Golden up to Falcao. Isco to Icardi. Icardi out wide to Carlos. Pass forward to Cuadrado. Good ball from Cuadrado and Chiellini head it away. Crespo to Balotelli. Back to Crespo. Bong. Bong pushing forward there. Lovely ball to Crespo. Crespo puts the ball in. De Bruyne and just can't get onto it. Then going ahead onto Falcao. Falcao to Isco. Isco to Cuadrado. Cuadrado wide to Icardi. Carlos. Casemiro forward to Icardi. Icardi forcing the corner of Otamendi there. Without a cast now on the corner. Comes near post. Icardi helps it along to Cuadrado, but Crespo clears. Carlos with the throw in. Icardi's gone and helped. Carlos puts the ball in, and David Silva head it away. De Silva played to Crespo. Crespo to Silva, and Silva trying to find Costa, but Godin will read it well and cut it out, and will clear it downfield. Chiellini wins the header and finds De Bruyne. Good tap from Casemiro. Falcao. Falcao to Icardi. Insigne will intercept that. Chiellini to Carvajal. David Silva. Balotelli. inside to David Silva, De Bruyne. Costa shoots from range and is a good catch from Buffon. Balotelli to Silva, De Bruyne. Diego Costa to Balotelli. Balotelli whips the ball in and Buffon will easily snag that here as well. Icardi to Isco, Isco to Cuadrado. Icardi to Cuadrado. Carlos. Icardi forward to Cuadrado. Also into a tackle and they'll go out of play for a throw in deep in Wimbledon territory here for Raed. Carlos helps the ball in but Insigne there to cut it out and it's cleared away by Otamendi. Cuadrado. Thrown back to Godin. Cuadrado to Casemiro. Icardi back to Casemiro and Cuadrado will whip the ball in, maybe, no. Trying to beat Carvajal and doesn't. Otamendi. Falcao crossed out. Icardi trying to find Falcao again but can't. And Casillas will just clear it away for now. De Bruyne gets fouled by Manolas. You're going to get booked for that as well, Manolas. Otamendi forward, De Bruyne to Insigne. Manolas, a good tackle. You've got to be careful though. Bedouin. Hassled by Crespo and Crespo hassled his grapes and win the ball. Insigne to De Bruyne. Costa. Silva shoots. Good save from Buffon. De Bruyne with the corner. Just on the stroke at half time. It should be cleared away by Cuadrado. Otamendi pushing forwards. De Bruyne. It should be cleared away by Manolas to end the first half. Four shots to one, but both teams having one shot on target. Payet's on for Cuadrado. De Bruyne with the ball in and Manolas will head it away. Isco helps it on to Payet. Isco hassled by Costa but plays the ball forward to Icardi. Lovely ball forward to Isco. Ball comes in and Chiellini will head away. Crespo forward to Costa. Balotelli to Costa. Balotelli. Carvajal. Forward to Balotelli and this is a lovely counter attack from Wimbledon but Balotelli's fucked the last ball up. Bedouin clears it away. Casemiro this time will head it away. Ball back forward to David Silva. Carvajal. Balotelli with a lovely turn but Carlos tackles him. Payet to Carlos. Isco to Payet. Carlos. Isco forward to Payet. Icardi. Icardi forward to Payet. Icardi. Well, comes off Carvajal.
Substitution for the visitors. Coming off the pitch, number 10.
Vasquez coming off of Balotelli. Vasquez did score in the last game after coming on to sub, so we'll try to be looking for him to do the same here. Carlos throws it into Payet and Payet helps it along and Chiellini head it way low. Crespo. I think he didn't set more block from Isco but Wimbledon retain possession. Crespo to Costa. De Bruyne. Away to Carvajal. Vasquez. Comes off Carlos with a block there from Carlos. Godin. Manolas to Casemiro. Casemiro forwards to Icardi. Carlos forwards to Isco. Payet. Falcao. Falcao keeps the ball in somehow, but loses possession. Costa Loses to Casemiro, and Isco will find Bellerin. Nainggolan. Casemiro finds Falcao. Lovely touch there from Falcao. Goes back to Isco. Isco puts his side net in. Both teams looking to make a sub here.
Number 24, Lorenzo inside. Coming onto the pitch, number 33,
Got
Fred.
Werner coming off Falcao for Raed. And Fred on for Insigne for Wimbledon. Long, headed on to Manolas. Manolas will clear out for a throw-in. Crespo with the throw-in. Finds Fred the flop. As, found out like he was in the United game against Arsenal. Crespo puts the ball in, and Godin will get ahead of Costa. Crespo puts the ball in. Godin will chest it. Bellerin to Casemiro. Isco forward to Werner. Werner back to Bellerin. Falcao to Fred. Fred to De Bruyne. Werner forward to Nainggolan. It's a good ball in. Icardi tried to head it towards goal, but it's blocked. Casemiro gets the ball to Werner. Nainggolan. Werner back to Nainggolan, and Nainggolan shoots, and it's 2. That's a lovely goal from Nainggolan to pick up his second of the game. And now we're definitely got a confidence boost after the 4-0 win against Spurs with a win here against Wimbledon, and this Wimbledon can change things around in the last 10 minutes. But that's a lovely shot from Nainggolan putting it past Casillas.
Goal for the hosts. Number 19, Rionegro.
De Bruyne moving forward for Wimbledon. Looking to find Vasquez, but Carlos with a good header. And going to Casemiro. Payet to Werner. Icardi forward. Bong with a great interception there. No. Bong downfield. Bellerin to Nainggolan. Manolas to Bellerin. Manolas. Bellerin. Going into Casemiro.
Please give a round of applause for today's man of the match. Number 19.
Godin forward to Icardi. Heads it to, or trying to find Payet, but couldn't find the right header.
The fourth official has indicated there will be a minimum of 2 minutes of added time.
Some kind of fast consolation goal from Wimbledon here. Carlos with a tackle on Vasquez, but we call back for a free kick, and Carlos going to get booked as well.
Substitution for the hosts. Coming off the pitch, number 19, Rionegro, to be replaced by number 24,
Nainggolan coming off.
Julian Draxler. Substitution for
Just to kill time, really.
Coming off the pitch, number 21, David Silva.
De Bruyne with the ball in, and Bellerin will head it away. At least Wimbledon can get consolation goal from the corner. Draxler coming from Nainggolan. De Bruyne whips on a very poor corner. A poor cross as well. At the end of Mendy corner for David Silva at the last second as well. A wide pick for a good 2-0 victory there. That wind is strong outside, Jesus Christ. I don't know if you can hear that through the mic. Mate, it's vibrating the window really bad. Both teams had 4 shots. Away had 2 on target and 2 goals at them. I guess Nangolan got man of the match, he did. Wimbledon scores for Charlie. On to match 3, which sees America versus Liverpool. In the only other than the last game that doesn't feature anyone in the title hunt, really. After this game is the title hunt picture we're going to be focusing on, and the 4 teams that could still potentially win the league. You've seen Merkel line up a new formation here for Damon and Mel's team, playing well 5-2-3 essentially. Back 5 of Alaba, Kimpembe, Stam, Silva and Kimmich, Allen, Cruz in midfield, Neymar, Lukaku and Uber up front. And the unchanged Liverpool side. It was a 1-0 win for America last time these teams faced off. America coming this game after losing 1-0 to Dortmund. Liverpool coming into this game with a 0-0 draw against Roma. America kicks off here in game 3. Lukaku out wide to Aubameyang. Kimmich. I play ball forward, but it's Van Dijk to cut it out. Allen to Aubameyang. Allen puts the ball in. And Alderweireld heads away from Lukaku, is definitely going to be on the end of that cross if it wasn't for Alderweireld. Stam hitting it to Kimpembe. Fabinho intercepts and plays it to Salah. Firmino. Salah, Fabinho, Salah. Fabinho. Back to Salah. Ricardo Pereira puts the ball in and Stam will head away. Fabinho, good tackle there from Kimpembe. Kimpembe clears the ball and will find no one on his team anyways. Fabinho to Mahrez. Back to Fabinho. Busquets. Salah. Ricardo Pereira puts the ball in. Kimmich heads it away. Lukaku heads it towards Aubameyang and headbutts Fabinho there. Aubameyang now playing it forward to Kimmich. Kimmich tackled by Mahrez. Robertson loose the ball to Aubameyang. Lukaku to Cruz. Cruz trying to find Kimmich and Wilson Taylor cut it out. Mahrez to Busquets. Busquets forward to Lucas Moura. Robertson to Lucas. Mahrez to Busquets. Fabinho. Ricardo Pereira to Salah. Pereira. Mahrez. Pushing forward Mahrez, finds Salah. Mahrez. Push the ball in. Joe Silva will head it away. Lukaku to Aubameyang. Back to Lukaku. Back to Aubameyang. Boom's got space here. The pool is open for Aubameyang. He's got the pace to get through to goal as well. Aubameyang puts it past Ellison to make it 1-0, and Aubameyang grabs his second in an American shirt, his third of the season. And that will make Mel more than happy seeing her boy score. A lovely ball from Lukaku to find Aubameyang. And Aubameyang definitely has more than enough pace to sprint away from all the Liverpool defenders, raining on goal and put it past Ellison. And I'm sure Sod will be more than surprised and disappointed to see Uber score another goal. But Liverpool looking to get back into this now with Lucas Moura. Mahrez. Busquets. Salah. Stam heads it away. Mahrez trying to head it back. Does. Mahrez. Finds Lucas Moura, back to Mahrez. And it's Firmino at near post and it's just wide of Herdaki. Lovely header to be fair, and just couldn't curl it in more. Do you think Herdaki had it covered though, if it were to be on target? And Herdaki with the goal kick finding Jordi Alba, heads it to Firmino and Stam has to stick his leg in to stop that. Allen forward to Aubameyang. Comes to Robson and Robson will clear. Kimmich to Aubameyang. Allen. Kimmich. Kimmich puts the ball in. Alderweireld heads it away. Firmino. Lucas to Busquets. Mahrez. Fabinho to Firmino. Fabinho with a good ball forward to Salah. Salah whips the ball in and Joe Silva will head it away. And then Neymar to Lukaku. Neymar to Lukaku, and Lukaku releases Neymar. Good turn from Neymar. He's got Alba with him, he will find Alba. Inside to Cruz. Cruz to Neymar. Good turn from Fabinho, but Cruz finds Neymar again. Neymar looking for Aubameyang back post, and Robson will make a great clearance to clear it away for a throw-in. Kimmich will throw it to Allen. Back to Kimmich, back to Allen. Allen finds Aubameyang. Mahrez somehow heads it away. Don't know how he got a head off, but I'm sure Liverpool will take it. Firmino to Robertson. Busquets switching the play to Fabinho. Mahrez to Fabinho. Good little ball to Pereira. Salah. Firmino. Pereira to Salah. Mahrez. Finding Robertson. Robertson puts the ball in, comes off Aubameyang. And Herdaki comes and punches it out for a throw-in. Lucas Moura throwing it in to Mahrez. Lovely turn and shoots from the following the touch. But Herdaki was catch that out the air. Hits it for kicks out to Fabinho, heads it to Thompson. Mahrez. Lovely tackle there from Allen, well timed. Lucas Moura now throwing it to Mahrez. Mahrez to Robson. Robson tries to shoot, comes with Cruz. Fabinho will play it to Firmino, and Firmino tries to Ronaldo, and Stam gets a touch on it. Robertson to tackled by Aubameyang, should I say. And that's the end of the first half here. America just edging the lead going into the second half. You one shot of America, but it's a goal. Liverpool have had more shots though. We move on to the second half here with Liverpool kicking us off here. Pulisic is on for Lucas Moura. Firmino. Mahrez. Pulisic. Puts the ball in Pulisic and Hideki has to punch it away and Kimmich heads it to Thiago Silva. Aubameyang. Thiago Silva forwards to Lukaku. A lovely touch. Allen. Lovely ball over the top to Neymar, but it's just going to be a bit too hard and Ederson will easily pick that up. Alba. Salah. Kimpembe. Stam to Thiago Silva. Allen. Kimmich. Aubameyang. Comes off Robson. There's Aubameyang with a throw in here. Allen to Aubameyang, puts the ball in. Busquets to Robertson. Van Dijk to Pulisic. Mahrez to Firmino. Fabinho to Salah. Can be tagged by Alba and Kimpembe play it back to Alba. Good ball forward to the Lukaku and there's a lot of space in the middle there. Cruz spins the ball back, plays it to Lukaku. Lukaku will turn. Allen back to Lukaku and Lukaku shoots. It's a good save from Madison. And Bray just put out for a throw in. We have a substitution for America Condolpia going on for Allen. Alba to Neymar, back to Alba. Alba whips it in and Van Dijk will head it away. Cruz forwards. Busquets to Mahrez. Pulisic back to Mahrez. Firmino doing it by Cruz. Kimpembe to Alba. Condolpia forwards to Neymar. So poor tackle from Pereira and Neymar gets taken out. Got Telemans going on for Mahrez to Liverpool. As we see Cruz staying over this free kick. Whips it in. Robson will head it to Firmino. Salah back to Firmino. Fabinho to Ohod. Telemans. Firmino. Robertson. Telemans. Robertson. Kimmich will tackle and plays as Thiago Silva. Lukaku to Aubameyang. Condolpia. Trying to find Aubameyang, but it's not going to happen. Telemans to Van Dijk. Busquets to Pulisic. Firmino. Telemans, Busquets. Van Dijk to Ohod. Busquets. Firmino to Pulisic. Gets well inside, puts the ball in. Kimpembe sure he's got that, he does. Robertson to Pulisic. Busquets. Finds a good ball to Pulisic and there's a great tackle there from Thiago Silva. It's a good clearance as well. Kimmich to Thiago Silva. Pereira, head to Bastan, Cruz, Kimmich. Ohod. Robertson, forward. Finding Pulisic, Pulisic's ball in. It's Firmino, comes off Thiago Silva. Pereira. Telemans to Fabinho. Telemans. Busquets Cruz heads it away, and there's a lot of forward attacking momentum here for Liverpool. There's a come again. Pussy for awful touch and stand will clear. Aubameyang to Cruz. Cruz out wide to Kimmich, who will find Aubameyang. Trying to find Lukaku. And Lukaku trying to find Cruz. Telemans to Fabinho. Van Dijk forward to Salah. Alba's going to win the header. Liverpool got 2 minutes of injury time to find an equaliser here. With a touch like that though. Ball touch from Busquets. Neymar to Alba, and I think America's going to kill possession here, kill the time. Yep, and it's a 1-0 win here for America. And they also let lightning strike twice with a 1-0 wins over Liverpool. Now move America up in the table for sure. Now we move on to the title race picture. Two shots at goal for America, 5 for Liverpool. Lukaku gets man of the match with an 8.0 if they didn't even score. But, you know, Liverpool had so much more possession as well. I didn't see that. Jesus. The first game features 4th place Ohod, who must win to stay in the title race against Rionegro.
Here's how the hosts line up. Number 14,
Yeah, so Ohod have to win to stay in the title race. They also need to score some goals. They need to catch up to the goal difference as well. Spurs have. Rionegro currently sitting in 12th, looking to have a decent end to the season really. Here's the players to watch, Messi and Eriksen. Eriksen back in the squad, after being out with injury.
Number 12, Paulo Dybala. And number 7, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Both teams coming into this game with a win. Ohod unchanged. They're 2-1 win over Bray Wanderers. And Rionegro unchanged. Well, apart from the Eriksen change, unchanged from their 1-0 win over United.
Thank you. Enjoy.
So Savic falls back to the bench as Gerrard falls back into midfield and Eriksen goes back to Cam. Obviously it was, like I said, he scored in the last game. I'm sure Scotland went to do the same here. And a really big game for Ohod. Ronaldo heads it on to Dybala. Actually Sanchez to Dybala. Back to Sanchez. Back to Dybala. Trying to find a way through. It's Ronaldo and it's 1 already. And Jesus Christ, Ohod are looking to end the season with the league title. A boom from Ronaldo. and it could all be for nothing depending on how my match goes really. But something to play for, I guess, for now. Comes off the defender then. Ronaldo gets onto it and lovely overhead kick, putting it past Ronaldo. Or putting it past Courtois, I should say. I think you're like 5 or 6 goals off the goal difference from Spurs, Buddy, so gonna need a few here and a few in the next match day as well. Ronaldo to Messi, Iniesta. So Sanchez comes off Pjanic, and Suarez picks the ball up, finds Rionegro. Lacazette to Marcelo. Puts the ball in, Tar heads it to Cannavaro, Iniesta. All forwards to Messi. Lovely ball to Ronaldo. Puts the ball in, Ronaldo, and Ronaldo head it away. And forwards Iniesta shoots on range, but doesn't really fully connect with it, and it will go wide off Courtois' goal. He won 2-0 in his fixture last time, really, so that would be a good base, if not more goals, really. And we've got someone offside. Gerrard offside, who knows. Tar forwards to Ronaldo. Ramos picks the ball up, plays it to Lacazette. Eriksen, Marcelo, Gerrard. Pjanic to Ronaldo. Alexis Sanchez picks Pjanic's bucket, which is a mouthful to say. Ronaldo to Iniesta, Sanchez, Dybala. Kind of plays it towards Sandro. Sanchez to Dybala. Back to Sandro, inside to Alexis Sanchez, Iniesta to Ronaldo. Ronaldo shoots, comes off Ronaldo. And Gerrard will clear it away. Dybala into Sanchez. Dybala whips the ball in. Ramos to Lacazette. Lacazette to Rionegro. Odriozola. I find Tar but can't. Dybala to Iniesta. It's Sanchez to Dybala. Cannavaro. Whips the ball in. Odriozola will head it away. Sandro to Iniesta, Sandro. Dybala to Sandro. Ball comes in, Marcelo heads it away. Cannavaro forward to Iniesta. Dybala to Ronaldo. It's 2 for Ronaldo. And is it gonna be a repeat of last night for Ronaldo in real life? I'm not even going to put ×2 down yet, because I've got a feeling Ronaldo's going to score another one. Slid and it past or underneath Courtois' arm there. Oh, Ronaldo! I think it's 2-0 and Ohod are definitely looking to trace down his goal difference as well as to your points. Messi picking the ball up there, giving way to Ronaldo there. Gerrard to Marcelo, Lacazette, Suarez. Finding Pjanic, Odriozola puts the ball in and Lacazette almost got onto it, but Odriozola's offside. So I'm going to place it short to Sandro, who will play it long to find Rionegro. And it's going to be Gerrard finding Eriksen there. Tackle there from Fekir, who will find Iniesta. Messi pushing forward. Fekir. Ronaldo. Finding Messi. Messi puts the ball in. Courtois will punch it. Ronaldo to Sanchez and it's free. And oh dear, oh dear. England going off the Rionegro here. Sanchez joins the score sheet. Lovely take from Sanchez. Ronaldo. Ramos can't block it and Courtois can't get a hand on it. And this goal difference is definitely going to be cut down here. Ramos forward to Eriksen. Gerrard forward to Marcelo. Marcelo keeps the ball in, plays with Gerrard. Gerrard gets tackled by Iniesta, but it's going to be a free kick to Rionegro. Gerrard whips the ball in. Vertonghen will head it away. Ramos forwards to Ridian, and it's Pjanic, and it's just gone wide. And I think the real thing really here for Ohod is to keep the clean sheet as well as scoring the goals. Which they've struggled with in the past. Navas only had 4 clean sheets. I think Neto's got 1 or 2. So Cannavaro now on the ball, playing a good ball forward to Messi. Messi can't get a foot on it. It's a little bit too fast there. But yeah, Ronaldo showing how deadly he's been so far. Courtois to goal kick though. Forward to Marcelo. Gerrard to Ridian. Pjanic to Eriksen. Odriozola with the ball in to Suarez. And that's why a punch away. Messi comes off Messi. Lacazette picks the ball up. Ball comes in. Tar will clear it away. Only as far as Marcelo. Gerrard back to Marcelo. Gerrard, Marcelo, Eriksen. Comes off Messi. Was that for a throw-in? Eriksen throwing it to Lacazette. Cannavaro intercepts and clears. Ronaldo to Fekir. Ronaldo trying to find Dabada but can't. Ridian to Suarez. That's the end of the first half here in Saudi Arabia. I'm sure Billy's more than happy to see his team walking to half time, 3-0 up. 5 shots to 3, all 3 shots on target going in, only 1 shot for Rionegro so far. Moving to the second half here. Lacazette, Suarez, we've got Savic coming on for Gerrard for Rionegro. Fekir to Dabada, Fekir forwards to Ronaldo. Dabada, Sandro. Savic with an interception playing under Ridian. Savic to Suarez. Ridian forwards to Lacazette. He needs to miss the tackle, but Cannavaro don't. Cannavaro playing the ball down the wing. Ronaldo, good header to find Eriksen. Lacazette. Cannavaro played it back to Neto. Neto forward. Eriksen heading to Lacazette. Lacazette pushing forward. Putting the ball in. Vertonghen will head it away. Ridian helping it along to Odriozola. Pjanic. Comes off Sandro and it's going to be a corner. Ramos with the corner in. Obviously Gerrard's gone off. Ridian to Pjanic. Don't know where Ramos has taken him, but I've had been asked to take my corners, and I've seen Godin take corners for Raed, so it's one of the things. Yeah, Fidel coming off Iniesta for Ohod just before this corner's taken. Ramos puts the corner in. Fekir will head it away. Ridian out to Ramos. Ramos for shoot, comes off Tar, and Vertonghen will head it away. Eriksen gets tackled. And Messi will play it to a Cannavaro, back to Messi. Fidel. Ronaldo to Fekir. Tar. Oh, as accidentally pushed the home button. I was moving. That's going to go out for Sandro.
Coming off the pitch, number 18,
Got El Shaarawy coming on for Fekir.
to be
Got
replaced by
Rionegro going off for
number
Matic.
92, Stefan El-Shaarawy. Substitution for the visitors. Coming off the pitch,
See, El Shaarawy scored in his last game.
22,
Going off the bench.
coming onto the pitch,
We're so heading to Ramos. Ramos putting downfield. Tongan. Can't get rid of it. Kind of far I can though, just El Shaarawy. Back to Fidel. El Shaarawy. El Shaarawy keeps on going. El Shaarawy looking to put the ball in, does so, and he finds Darbala, who finds Alexis Sanchez, who's not offside. And it's a lovely bit of play there from Ohod to make it 4. And Sanchez and Ronaldo being the stars of the show here. Lovely ball from El Shaarawy finding Darbala, and Darbala for a fantastic through ball to find Sanchez, who very calmly puts it past Courtois to make it 4-0. Messi's going off for Lukaku. I think Billy's came with the oh my days in chat.
goal for the host, number 13, Alexis Sanchez.
Ramos forward to Lacazette. Yannick. Yeah, that was a sexy goal, not gonna lie. El Shaarawy done well to find Darbala, and Darbala done well to find Sanchez. Royce does well to find it with us over here, and Tar does well to head it away. A lot of people doing well. Got Ramos on the corner again. That's good cornering actually, but Tongan heads it away. Yannick to Ramos. Ramos to Matic. Good help from Sanchez. And Sandro will clear away for a throw-in. Rionegro sub coming on. Seen John Stones coming for Odriozola. Here is John Stones with the throw-in. Finds Suarez. Stones. Tagged by Sandro. It's going to be another corner to Rionegro. Ericsson's had a bad game according to the game. It's Ramos with the corner now. That's going to be a weird corner. That was. I thought it was going to go out of play, but done well to keep it in Ramos. Excuse me, Lacazette throwing it back to Marcelo. Lacazette gets hassled by Fidel. Savic will play it for a throw. El Shaarawy's going to pick it up. Finds for Tongan. Tar. Fidel. Sandro. Inside to Fidel. Darbala to Sanchez. Sandro. Fidel. Darbala. Tackle interception by Stones. Savic to Suarez. Stones. Back to Ramos. Matic. Stones tackled by Sandro, and Darbala plays to Sanchez. Ronaldo. Sandro. Darbala. Time from Darbala. Tar. Fidel to Ronaldo. Sandro to Darbala. Sandro. Trying to find kite inside, penalty for a good tackle. Sanchez throws it to Fidel. We told from Fidel. Sanchez. Stones with a good interception. It'll be another throw in his Ohod. And can Ronaldo or Sanchez join the hat-trick club? Sanchez to Sandro. Darbala. Fidel. Back to Darbala, and Stones clears it away. Rionegro try to hold on to this 4-0 deficit and not make it 5. Darbala will throw it to Sanchez. Sanchez with a low cross in. Savic will clear it away. Tar to Fidel. Runs into Lacazette. Lukaku wins the ball back though. Fidel to Darbala. Sandro. Pjanic will get the ball and bounce off Sanchez. Sandro wins it back. Sanchez trying to put the ball in. Sandro. Tackle by Stones is a good tackle by Stones as he retains the ball. Pjanic actually, as I say. Kenny gives the phone for him, Rionegro. Stones forwards to
Fourth
Vidal.
official has indicated there will be a
Sangre.
minimum of 3 minutes of added
To
time.
Vertonghen. Vertonghen forward to Vidal, and Vidal finds Ronaldo. Back to Vidal. And back post, Ericsson will head it away. Savic will clear it away. Cannavaro trying to push it forward, like I say, intercepts, and that is a fantastic 4-0 win there for Ohod. And they keep in touch in the title race for now. Sanchez and Ronaldo both scoring a brace. Man of the match will go to Ronaldo with 9.3. Sanchez getting 8.9 as well. Yeah, I'll try. All 4 shots on target from Ohod going in as well. Yeah, that does put the pressure on me, buddy. Thanks. And now we're going to see third place now play. Oh, one way. Bray Wanderers versus Roma. And the same position here for SD. You must win to stay in the title race. Last time these two teams played, it was a comfortable 3-1 victory for Bray Wanderers. I'm sure Steve will be looking for the same thing here. Here's the Bray Wanderers lineup unchanged from their loss to Ohod last match day. Christian Fieri being the main man now really for Steve. He's joining. And Roma unchanged from their 0-0 draw against Liverpool in the last match day.
Thank you. Enjoy the game.
Game 5. See if Steve can do what Billy just done and have a comfortable win. Definitely put pressure on Spurs. Robin to Hazard, Aguero. Robin. Aguero to Robin. Di Maria puts the ball in. Jago will clear it away to Partey for one forward to Jonas. Alaba to Laporte. Kante to Hazard. Kante keeps the ball. Fieri. Di Maria. Partey will clear out for a throw-in. Di Maria. Fieri. Or try to backhand hit but can't. It's cleared by Barsagli. Laporte, good header forward to Aguero. Hazard. Lovely ball to Fieri and Fieri just can't get the shot off. That could have been easily 1-0. I mean, the way Fieri's been recently. Well, 6 goals already in like 5 games I think. Aguero to Piszczek. Kante. Kante to Robin. Robin puts the ball in and it's come off Szczesny and the Roma defence will clear away. So Socrates back to Mendy, Mendy back to Socrates. Barzagli. Mendy forward to for one. Totti. Jonas forward to Merns. Merns was the ball in and Alaba heads it away out of the reach of Mbappe. Kante clears to Barzagli actually. Thiago heads it onto Totti. Merns. Laporte with a good header away. Guerrero. Thiago tackles plays Mendy, but Robin intercepts, plays to Hazard, Kante. Kante out left to Alaba. Alaba inside to Di Maria. Fieri. Back to Alaba, and Mbappe does well to trap back and clear away. Robin with a good interception there. Aguero to Piszczek. Fine Robin. Puts the ball in, and it's going to be Barzagli heads it away. Excuse me. Totti to Mertens, Mendy. Totti to Jonas. Jonas turns, finds Thiago, Jonas. As over attack, but Jonas keeps the ball. Totti, Piszczek, for David Luiz will clear away. Panicky defending FFC. Alaba to Laporte. Alaba. Kante forwards to Fieri. Fieri with a fantastic ball forward to Di Maria. Di Maria rips the ball in, there's nobody there. Piszczek picks up the clearance, Kante to David Luiz. Laporte to Kante. Laporte. Kante. Piszczek to Wijnaldum. Rips the ball in and Barzagli heads it away. Mbappe to Totti. Totti to Mertens. Jonas to Totti. Totti for one. Finds Thiago. Mendy. Mendy pushing forward to attack from Robin. Mendy. Totti. Jonas. Lovely ball to Mbappe. Good one from Mbappe as well. And Mbappe puts the ball in and Piszczek will clear it away. Di Maria will help it along out of play for a throw. Mbappe with the throw in finds Thomas Partey. Totti. Mbappe. Rips the ball in. David Luiz stays there, head it away. For one to Totti. Mbappe. Di Maria. Hazard to Fieri. Raed to Fieri. Fieri to Hazard. Wijnaldum. Hazard to Fieri. Totti to Mbappe. Totti. Merns. And Alisson with a good save. Alisson will boot it out just to end the half there. One shot only in the first half. Steen needs to sort his lads out. Needs to grab a goal or something. Roma on the attack now with Totti. Forward to Jonas and it's Mbappe. Thomas Partey. Partey to Thiago. Thiago to Mertens and it's just over and just wide. And Alisson falls over Mertens there in the cutscene, but Mertens should have done better there. He scored 8 already this season and he should have made it 9. I'm sure now it's potentially Steve's title dreams gone as well. Steve and his lads can breathe a sigh of relief. Though passing on that from Kante, they can't really. Mbappe pushing forward to find Thiago. Jonas to Mbappe, and that's an awful shot from Mbappe. We have Malcolm going on for Rionegro on the right side for Bray Wanderers. And well, yes, chances are coming now from Roma, and shots coming off. They're not exactly the best shots. David Luiz forward to Di Maria, Alaba, tagged by Mbappe. Mbappe to Thiago. Mertens to Jonas, Thiago. 4-1, Thiago. Mendy. Thiago, good tap from Kante then. Kante plays it to Christian Fieri. Hazard to Aguero. Socrates intercepts and turns and will lose the ball to Piszczek. Malcolm. Hazard forward to Aguero. Fieri. Penny green shirts pushing forward. Malcolm. Piszczek. It's Aguero, and Aguero doesn't jump for it. Hazard to no one. Back for a phone. Roma sub. But Nedved going off for Mertens. I'm not surprised after that miss he had in the first half. No, in this half actually. Oh, in this half. Mendy gets tackled by Aguero, but Mendy pushes forward and finds Nedved, the fresh man himself. Ball comes in, blocked by whoever it was, and Piszczek will clear out for a throw-in. Cavani calling on for Aguero now for Bray Wanderers. Mendy finds Nedved. Nedved will go back to Mendy. For 1, Jonas. Mendy. Totti back to Mendy. Thiago. Comes off Laporte. Thiago will play back to Mendy. Jonas. Nedved. Tagged by Piszczek, clears to Malcolm. Malcolm to Cavani. Good tackle there from Thiago on Cavani. Malcolm will pick the ball up and throw it back to Piszczek. Piszczek to Cavani. Kante. Fieri. Fieri to Di Maria, back to Fieri. Cavani shoots, comes off Socrates. And Mendy will clear out for a throw-in deep in Roma territory. Kante's going to take the throw-in. Goes back to Malcolm. Malcolm puts the ball in first time and Barsakli head it away. Piszczek gets to it first, Kante. Nedved with a good tackle there. He goes out for another throw-in there for Bray Wanderers. Malcolm. Piszczek. Malcolm forward to Cavani. Cavani tries to put it in, comes off Thiago. And Mendy can't control and he goes out for another throw-in. Cavani try and find Malcolm again and does. Piszczek back to Malcolm. Cavani puts the ball in. Barsakli will head it away. Totti to Socrates. Barsakli. Mendy to Thiago. Di Maria to Kante. Malcolm. Kante. Cavani puts the ball in and comes back to Cavani. Ish, they won't. Socrates will clear it away. It goes out for a throw-in. Got both teams picking this up now. We've got Kisa going off for Di Maria. We've got Jonas going off for Lavezzi. Kante to Malcolm. Malcolm to Cavani. Cavani to Kante. Cavani whips the ball in. Fawn will head it away. Steve's got 10 minutes to grab a goal. Or these teams got 10 minutes to grab a goal, I should say. Partly good ball forwards to Lavezzi, but David Luiz is going to get there ahead of him. Allison. Ball forwards to Piszczek. Good header to Kante. Ball's given away though. Thiago. Totti. Totti switched to players at Tom's party. Totti to Lavezzi. Thiago. Nedved. Thiago, good ball to party. That's Mendy, sorry, wrong side of the pitch. Lavezzi puts the ball in, David Luiz will clear away. Thiago shoots on range and it's a good catch from Madison. Lovely fully left from Thiago. Nedved. Nedved pushes forward. Trying to find Lavezzi, I think, and it's a poor pass. Cavani. Malcolm to Kante. Keita to Hazard, trying to find Fieri, went to be. Thiago to Mbappe. And that draw means that's the end of Steve's title race. It's now mathematically impossible for Steve to catch Cameron, and Sod kills all hopes Steve has of winning the league with a 0-0 draw. Four shots to 2 at the end. Believe the oof in chat of the exciting game. Man of match would go to, I think, Thiago over 7.9. Let me double check. Yeah, Thiago over 7.9. Rip indeed. So move on to the, I guess, the main contenders before this match day. On chasing Cam if I do beat Cam in the last game. Nice Dortmund. And they face Real Madrid. Second place Dortmund versus fifth place Madrid, I should say, sorry. I ended Madrid's title chances last match day for win against them. And Dortmund within their game against America put them 4 points behind Spurs. And a win here put them a point behind Spurs. So here's the Dortmund lineup unchanged from their win against America in the last game. And here's the Madrid lineup, back to the old ways after the loss to me. So Gundogan's back in squad ahead of Fabregas, and Bale's back up front with Rashford back on the left. Here's game 6 out of 7. Let's see if Dortmund can probably put the pressure on Spurs now. Varane, finding Feigl. Rionegro to Luka Jovic. It's tackled by Gundogan but gives the ball to Deco. Maguire will tackle Deco, win the ball back. It's Enzentio to Jovic. Jovic out to Rionegro. Trying to find someone, but it's a corner, an early corner for Dortmund. Deco plays it short to Gaia. Gaia goes out to Marquinhos. Gaia gets it back, but it gets dispossessed by Harry Maguire. Bale heads it towards Ozil, who gets it back to, who might get it back to Bale actually. He will get it back to Bale. Bale to Sterling, Rashford, back to Sterling. Gundogan. Good tackle there from Marco. What can you say, Marco Saul? It's not even Marco. Rionegro, Jovic to Forsberg, back to Jovic, Forsberg, back to Jovic, inside to Weigl, Jovic, Deco, giving the ball away to Gundogan, forward by Aaron Ramsey, Ozil, this is Raheem Sterling, he's through on goal, kind of, been pushed up wide, good turn, it's a great save from Kepa. Early scare there for, yeah, an early scare for Dortmund for sure. Short corner here for Real Madrid. Varane heads it away. Emi Forsberg to Jovic, Deco to Ensenzio, Marco Ensenzio. Ensenzio forward, find Jovic. He whips the ball in and Handanovic or Easty snagged that, yeah. Lucas Hernandez to Aaron Ramsey, Gundogan. Raheem Sterling to Aaron Ramsey, Ozil to Sterling, Gundogan. Saw with an interception playing to Forsberg, Gaia. Deco to Forsberg. Ball comes in and it's headed by Jovic and it's tipped over by Handanovic. Lovely ball in there from Gaia to find Luka Jovic, and fantastic save from Handanovic, just tip over the bar. Deco playing short to Gaia again. Gaia goes that wide again to Weigl. Deco. I don't know who got in his way there, but someone did and it cost him dearly. Ensenzio gets the ball, goes back to Aspilicueta, gets tackled by Rashford. And somehow wins the throw in as well. Rashford would go to Harry Maguire, Hernandez back to Maguire. Gundogan to Ozil, Aaron Ramsey to Ozil, Aaron Ramsey, Raheem Sterling, Gundogan, Sterling forward to Kyle Walker. Back to Raheem Sterling, good tackle from Forsberg and Gaia pick up the loose ball. Saul to Gaia. Saul forward to Jovic. Forsberg, back to Gaia. Gaia throws to Forsberg. Ball comes in and Harry Maguire head it out. Ramsey to Kyle Walker, good tackle from Gaia. Sterling heads it to Maguire, Ramsey. Raheem Sterling, Gareth Bale, and Ramsey to Bale, Gundogan, Bale. Ramsey gets the ball to Sterling, Ramsey forwards to Bale, Forsberg. Good tackle from Aaron Ramsey, Sterling to Gundogan, Ozil to Gundogan. Ensenzio with a great tackle, finding Weigl as well with the ball. Weigl, Aspilicueta to Ensenzio. Trying to find Aspilicueta, but the late was 2-1, but it's a foul, and it's a free kick to Dortmund. Ensenzio on the free kick, putting the ball in, and the ball forward to Handanovic after the head off. I think came off Maguire. Forsberg and Maguire went up for it. Kyle Walker switching the play to Lucas Hernandez. Marcus Rashford, Hernandez, Ozil, Ramsey to Hernandez, Rashford. Ball goes out of play. Weigl to Aspilicueta. Also forward to Bale. Sterling to Kyle Walker. Walker puts the ball in. And Marquinhos will touch it back to Kepa, clear. Jovic Sal with a great ball to Fran Asensio, and they've got the pace to get to that. Asensio will turn back, put the ball in, back post, and Handanovic has to touch it. And Jovic, what a goal from Luka Jovic. What an important goal that is as well. Jovic getting, I think he's second of the season, but what a lovely goal that was from Jovic. Asensio with a great turn, putting the ball in, Handanovic touches it out, and Jovic will put it back in and put it in the net as well. That's the second howler Sami Handanovic has had this season as well. He had one against Wimbledon, it was, when Insigne scored into an open net. It's happened again here, and what a vital time for that to happen in Dortmund's league chances of winning the league. And the pressure is definitely on now. Move into the second half with Madrid kicking us off here. Fabregas is on for Gundogan at half time. Ramsey pushing forward, finding Rashford. Rashford pushing forward down the left hand side. Inside to Bale. Lucas Hernandez to Ozil. Hernandez to Bale. Bale whips the ball in, and oh, Sterling has an open header. I don't know if that's Varane or Marquinhos who threw himself out and missed completely. But Raheem Sterling had an open header at goal and he put it just over. Kepa's route as well. Saul Niguez heads it to Forsberg. Gaia to Saul. Forsberg. Forward to Deco. Maguire to Kyle Walker. Fabregas to Ozil. Bale. Fabregas to Bale. Bale back to Maguire. Fabregas to Kyle Walker. Maguire, Walker. Maguire, Walker. Fabregas to Ramsey. Ozil. Forward to Rashford. Ozil. Intercepted by Gaia, and Forsberg play it to Jovic. Forsberg. Marquinhos. Also puts out a play for a throw-in. Got a sub for someone. Got Verratti going off a Weigl for Dortmund, and Bale going off for Benzema. Going back to Marquinhos. Inside to Raed. Jovic, good help from Fabregas. Hey, Maguire to Fabregas, back to Maguire. Out right to Kyle Walker. Handanovic to Harry Maguire. Kyle Walker. Handanovic. Kyle Walker. Fabregas to Maguire. Fabregas to Walker. Maguire to Fabregas. Saul with a good tackle. Bray. Fabregas with a good interception. Sterling. Kyle Walker to Sterling. Gaia forward to Saul. Bray. Forsberg to Jovic. Forsberg. Saul. Back to Varane. Dortmund time wasting already, they've got ages yet. Raed trying to put it forward and Fabregas intercepts. Rashford to Benzema. Benzema finding Fabregas. Rashford. Benzema. Out wide to Sterling. Ozil shoots, and it's a good catch from Kepa. Was out to Varane. Aspilicueta inside to Raed. Out to Aspilicueta. Oh, he's giving away to Ozil. Has a dangerous place to give the ball away. Ramsey to Ozil. Rashford. Out left to Lucas Hernandez, who puts the ball in, and Marquinhos a good header away. Fabregas to Ozil. Kyle Walker. Sterling. Ball in. Benzema. Good catch from Kepa. post all to someone to drop it. Forsberg. Deco makes space for himself, puts the ball in, and Handanovic just gets a hand on it, just ahead of Jovic. Benzema out wide to Lucas Hernandez. And Ramsey to Rashford. Rashford back to Ramsey. Ramsey to Fabregas. 10 minutes left for Dortmund to hold out. Ramsey to Rashford. Sanchez. Ramsey. Fabregas. Harry Maguire to Fabregas. Back to Maguire. Kyle Walker. Switching the play to Hernandez. Fabregas. Kyle Walker. Sterling to Fabregas. Walker. Fabregas to Ozil. Ramsey. Pushing forward to Hernandez. Hernandez giving the ball away, but Rashford wins it back. Fabregas forwards to Benzema. Fabregas, Benzema. Ozil to Rashford. And Rashford putting it in the back of the net. He's offside. Oh my god. Late drama here at the Signal Iduna Park. Saul's coming off for De Jong. And Spence and these lads at Dortmund can breathe a massive sigh of relief with Rashford being offside for that goal. Or else that would have been it for Dortmund's hopes, I think. No, not yet, not just yet. A draw would still keep him in the title hunt, but only just. Marquinhos with the clearance. Lucas Hernandez back to Rashford, and that is it. Dortmund move a point behind Spurs. That's at the current standings. If Luka Jovic scoring the fabulous goal in the first half. And it all falls down to me, and I'm going to apologise now if I fuck it up. We'll see. Oh dear, I'm a little bit nervous because I can't be asked for all the hassle if Napoli calls Spurs to win the league. Luka Jovic gets man of the match with an 8.3. No pressure, no pressure at all. 4 shots to 2. But so you see in the final game in the stream, league leaders Spurs against the unlikely heroes of Napoli in some kind of a miracle needed really to keep the league alive, I guess. Oh dear. Here we are at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, which is now actually built, only like 6 months too late.
Number 1, Manuel Neuer.
Number
19, Leonardo Bonucci.
If Spurs win,
25,
they'll win the league.
Number 6,
Tottenham line up unchanged from their loss to Raed in the last game.
Number 99.
Stick in with what you know. To why does team have a win number 8? I just realised that.
Number 4, Ivan Rakitic.
Literally matchday 25. No, it's the Tim Howard's number 8. And my team, my boys Napoli, unchanged from our 1-0 win against Madrid last match day. Oh dear. Yeah, Spurs are currently 1 point ahead of Dortmund, 3 points ahead of Ohod. And a win here for Tottenham will win them the league, much like last match day, which they fucked up. So we'll see if Spurs will bot it again, or if my shitty team will allow Tottenham to walk over us like they did in the first game. Spurs won 3-0 last time last two played. It's a comfortable 3-0 win for Spurs as well. Müller forward to Higuain, Higuain to Falvin, Higuain to Hamsik. Florenzi, good ball forward to find Müller. Müller puts the ball in, Baggio, and it's just wide. That's a good early sign, good early pressure from Napoli. Whoa. I'm not even in the title race, I'm nervous, I don't know why. I don't even care who wins, because I ain't gonna win it, so. Moyes and Baggio are the players to watch. They alley forward to Trezeguet. Good body. Oh, Moyes has caused a foul, luckily. Blanc played it short to Benatia, Müller. Oh, Benatia. Florenzi to Falvin. Florenzi. Puts out play for a throw-in. Danny Rose. A draw would take Ohod out of the title race but keep Dortmund in it. So I'm on the draw. Dembele playing the loose ball there. Persic pick it up, finds Telles. Blanc to Hamsik, forwards to Higuain, Müller. Played by Danny Rose. Kane forward to Royce. Dembele to Bonucci. Telles with an interception, forced to Royce though. Back to Bonucci, ball comes in. Back a tick, and oh my days. Oh dear. There's no one marking Rakitic in the middle, and it's 1-0 to Spurs. And told you it's going to happen. Ball comes in. No one marking. I don't know what the fuck Rob Black was doing. But it's early doors yet. Early doors.
For Tottenham Hotspur, number 4, Ivan Rakitic.
Baggio to Higuain. Thomas Müller. Baggio. Oh no, fucking Napoli. Should have totally switched to match days and have me face Spurs last. Blanc heading forwards to Falvin. Florenzi to Falvin. Falvin forwards. Lichtsteiner gets ahead of Higuain. Rakitic to Royce. Dembele to Kane. Bonucci to Dele Alli. Trezeguet could save from Oblak. Oh my days, that's just terrible. Oh dear, oh dear. Okay, fair enough, give him the title now. What the fuck is my defence doing? Trezeguet makes a save. Blanc and Oblak run into each other, and Trezeguet picks up the loose ball and puts it into the back of the net. To be fair, everyone's gonna moan at me for letting Spurs win the league. Madrid could have beaten Spurs but didn't. Dortmund could have beaten Spurs but didn't. Bray could have beaten Spurs but didn't. So, you know. Don't know what you're looking at me for. I just happened to be in the wrong team at the wrong time, I'm gonna say. Hamsik. Non-Blanc. Falvin. Müller to Higuain. Hamsik. Good ball to Higuain. Hamsik back to Telles. Hamsik to Telles. Dembele tackles Telles easily and plays it through to Dembele. Dele Alli to Dembele. Yeah, both steps up, but none of you fuckers did, so. Hamsik to Müller. Müller ball through to Baggio. What I'm known for, laying people down, Billy. She knows by now. Dembele to Royce, Bonucci to Royce, Bonucci entire to Dembele. Rakitic to Bonucci, Kane to Bonucci, Royce to Kane. Royce to Trezeguet. Good save from Oblak finally. It's just the Oblak from fucking last night. Rakitic puts the corner in, Royce shoots and it's gone over. Oblak out right to Florenti. Towards Müller. Florenti putting into the middle to Kabadi. Baggio. Perisic. Perisic to Baggio. Baggio to Müller, and Müller just put it in the fucking net, mate. No, it's a good save, but Müller should have done better. Blanc to Perisic. Hamsik to Blanc. Hamsik to Florenti. Falvin.
The referee has indicated there will be a minimum of 3
Florenti.
minutes of
Falvin. Florenti. Kane with a Kane with a tackle. Kane's come back to help out. Kane pushing forwards. Rakitic to Trezeguet fucks the pass up, but Rakitic pick the ball back up. Kane comes off Tellez. Dediadi to Rakitic. Dediadi. Rakitic. Danny Rose to Rakitic. Comes off Florenzi and the ball goes out for a corner. We're in the 50th minute. What the fuck's going on here? Fucking Spursy time. Jesus Christ. Rakitic puts the corner in and Müller heads it away and referee, can you blow the half-time whistle? Thank you. This is why I'm changing kit next season, because Napoli have let everyone down. I need a fresh start with a fresh team. Five shots to 2. Jesus.
Substitution for Tottenham Hotspur coming off the pitch. Number 99, Moussa Dembele. Coming onto the pitch.
Body out wide. Loftus Cheek's coming on for Dembele at half time. Müller to Hamsik. Baggio, Loftus Cheek with an interception. Rose to Loftus Cheek. Bonucci to Kane. Loftus Cheek to Bonucci. Kane. Rakitic out right to Bonucci. Loftus Cheek. Perisic wins the ball with a bit of a foul there, but it will work either way. Baggio pushing forward, there's a lot of space in front of him. Just plays in the box for Napoli. Good ball in, big Gwen, fantastic. Falvin off the crossbar. Oh, it's just not meant to be. It's just not meant to be. Falvin playing it forward to Tellez. Tellez to Baggio. Comes off Bonucci. Dediadi. Bonucci. Dediadi to Bonucci. Loftus Cheek, Bonucci. Nope, not happening. Tellez to Baggio. Higuain. Hamsik. Hamsik moves the ball back. Higuain. Ball to Perisic. Bonucci gets the block on the first cross. Lichtsteiner clears the second cross. Harry Kane to Royce. Loftus Cheek to Kane. Royce to Rakitic. Kane to Trezeguet. Rakitic to Royce. Bonucci puts the ball in. Danny West back post. Heads it back in. Tellez heads it away and thought that's going to be free then. Danny Rose lets the ball go for a corner. Me right now as well, Billy. Murat's going on for Royce and Falvin's going on for Jose Callejon.
Substitution for Napoli. Coming off the pitch. Number
Rakitic
28,
with the corner.
Rionegro. To be replaced by
Müller heads it away.
Jose Callejon.
Danny Rose to Loftus-Cheek. Dele Alli. Kane. Moves the ball, Baggio picks it up. Clears it away.
Substitution for Napoli. Coming off the pitch. Number 17.
Got Gosteko coming on for Hamsik.
To be replaced by number 18.
Bonucci to Dele Alli, Loftus-Cheek to Kane. Loftus-Cheek to Dele Alli. Bonucci forward to Morel. And it's Callejon who heads it away to Müller. Company, Danny Rose. Harry Kane to Danny Rose. Loftus-Cheek finding Trezeguet. Ball goes out for a corner. Either way, got Gary Cahill coming off for Lichtsteiner. Here's a corner. Oh, bet sure he got that, yeah, he does. Tellez to Blanc. Kubali. Tellez. Perisic. Yeah, Gary Cahill coming on is just an absolute piss take, really. And Gary Cahill makes a tackle on Roberto Baggio as well. Company, Cahill, clears away. Well, Gosteko wins the ball, plays to Müller. Baggio, Müller, Tellez. Baggio. Tackled by Cahill. Just put the ball in Baggio, for God's sake. Cahill to Bonucci. Loftus-Cheek. Dele Alli. Kane. Danny Rose to Harry Kane. Loftus-Cheek to Morata. Trezeguet. Kane to Morata. Right, finding Trezeguet. Nice. That is it. Trezeguet gets his second. And on behalf of the league, I apologise for my team being absolutely shit and letting Cam walk all over us. Simple football to Trezeguet, puts it past Oblak and Müller inside to Gosteko, Müller, Higuain, Gosteko to Perisic, Gosteko, Florenzi, Gosteko inside to Perisic, Higuain gives the ball away to Company, Bonucci, Kane, Trezeguet to Loftus-Cheek, Kane, Loftus-Cheek, Trezeguet. It's a good season for somebody, but a good season for me. Hopefully season 2 goes better for my team. Right to Bonucci. Bonucci gets a block. Bonucci playing it to Dele Alli. Rakitic. Right to Bonucci. Tellez and I'm trying to get a fourth here just to wrap salt to the wound. And that is it, and congratulations to Cam and his lads at Spurs for winning the first season of the Football Fantasy League. Thanks Billy for the confidence boost. I'm going to need it at the moment. But yeah, congratulations to Cam. And now move on to final of the FFL Cup as well, where you'll face Manchester United in the chance of winning the double. Again, apologies for allowing Spurs to win the league at my terms, but my team is shit. And we'll move on to the final match day, match day 26 on Saturday, where we'll see the season come to a close, the first season come to a close. We'll look forward to season 2 as well. Man of match will go to Bonucci with an 8.9. Being Trezeguet just. Team played absolutely shit. Look at that. So yeah, that's it. That's the end of match 25. Again, congratulations to Cameron. And until next time, take care and adios.